So I just got to Mangakino. Thank goodness that fog left. I drove to Tokoroa, grabbed a few bits and pieces. And as soon as I headed south from there, this fog set in and I was like, oh no. So I'm going to do a photography job for aerial photos for a farmer. So I'm going to do that this week, but I stopped in there and it was just so foggy. There's no way I could take drone photos. So we'll do it after work one day this week when it's clear and lovely. It really is beautiful though right now that the fog's gone, but heck, it sat around until 12 o'clock. So if it's here like that every day, I might go to Whakamaru early because that could get a bit much. It kind of looks cool in that. Don't know how many people are staying here. There's one little caravan there. And there's something around the back, I think. I'm not sure what it is. I think I saw a tent. Okay, so yesterday I had quite an adventure here. I was standing right here, happily flying my drone, and I thought, I'll just fly out there a little bit and get some nice shots from over the water. And the drone flew only just out there, it wasn't far, just about there. And all of a sudden it sort of went mad and went bang and hit the water, and I'm like, what? Oh no, not again. And couldn't figure out what was going on and why it had done that. And then I heard swearing coming from the bushes. And behind that bushy bit there was somebody swearing. So I thought, well, I'll go and investigate. And I went wandering over there, and it was a guy with a big fishing rod untangling my drone from his line. So my drone had hit a fishing line that the guy had cast out there, and honestly I just walked up there beforehand and he wasn't there, so he'd only just arrived there. So it was just really, really bad timing. So anyway, I was in a bit of a panic, pulled the battery out and wiped off the worst of the water and weed and crap that was on it, and took it inside and hung it up for a while to drip any water out of it, and then put it in a bag, cloth bag, and some rice, and then I hung it up in my truck up near the ceiling where it's nice and warm, and also turned on my diesel heater and let that blow warm air all over it, and put the battery in a bag of rice too, but I don't trust that battery. It's been wet, and last night it wouldn't turn off and it was being really weird. So I actually put it in a Ziploc bag in rice in a plastic container outside, because those batteries can go bang and create fires and stuff. So I wasn't going to sleep with that in the truck. So anyway, so today after I finished work, I briefly charged the other battery, the good one, and put it in, and it seemed okay, and I took it for a fly around and it worked okay. Everything seems to be working. The thing is, it's now had water in it, and this isn't the cleanest water, There'll be bits of garbage in that. It's not beautiful, clean, pristine water. So I've got DJI Care Refresh, where for a price you can get a replacement drone if you have a mishap. And a new battery is going to cost me $209 to do a DJI Care Refresh, which will include the battery and the drone being replaced with a refurbished model, but it's had the once over. Will cost me $330, so I think I might still do that. I've got this job to do, so I'm going to fly the drone briefly for that. But it's not going to be over water or anywhere dodgy. It's pretty empty land, so it should be okay. And yeah, contemplate this. I can't do it right away. I've just had so many bills lately with certifications, handbrake thingies, batteries, vet bills. It's just been one new generator because my old one wasn't working. It's been a very expensive time, so but I think I might still do that DJI care refresh. I'll give Ferntech a ring and see how I proceed with that and what I should do. And yeah, I'll probably be without a drone for a couple of weeks, but that's okay. I'll have to send mine to them. I'm not keen on posting that battery though. If they can just go up in flames, those things, imagine having that in a courier van. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I'm at Mangakino. Look how pretty it is now. It's 2:00 and it's been foggy until now. So I made it to Whakamaru. A few people were starting to turn up, and actually quite a lot of people turned up. It was pretty amazing. Carl and Justine had a bit of a fuel issue on their way, so Harry's helping Carl look and search for it. I'm not sure what it was, but luckily their bus is fine again, and things are going well for them. So, but nice to see people, helping each other out. I love that about this group. It was pretty awesome spending a weekend with all these lovely people, some of whom I knew, some I didn't, and thank you Wayne and Carolyn for organising the whole thing. It really was a pretty amazing weekend, so I think we all talked and talked and talked, and there was just so much good conversation to be had, so it was a wonderful. Hi again. I've just had a shower at that gathering, at the vintage gathering at Whakamaru. It was so windy. My hair got so knotty. I've just spent the last half hour trying to get the knots out of it. But it was such an awesome time. It was so cool to see people, to catch up with people, see people I hadn't seen for a long time, or some people I see regularly, and also to meet some new people. And of course, all the beautiful vehicles. I just love looking at them because every single one of them has a personality, has a style of its own. Yeah, it's just really interesting. Like I can walk around a motorhome show and everything kind of starts to blur, because they're all very similar, whereas these vehicles have each person's unique style and expression and colours and designs, and yeah, they're just so interesting. So it was a pretty awesome weekend. We had a lovely potluck, wandered around, looked at things, took photos, talked, lots and lots of talking. My voice actually got a bit worn out. But it was very cold too. That wind was freezing. I had like 2 pairs of pants and a long sleeve top and a jersey and a jacket and just layers and layers, gloves, just a very cold wind, but that didn't stop anybody from having a good time. We all did have a really fantastic time, I think, at that event, and it's such a beautiful setting with those cliffs in the background and the vehicles, and I just think it was gorgeous. So I'm really glad I went. Yesterday I stopped in Tokoroa and sent off my drone. I'm currently anxiously awaiting for it to arrive there. It's been on the courier for a long time, but we'll see. And then it gets sent to Australia because, yeah, the water damage, it flies, but it's got really dirty, mucky water in it. And I'm just, yeah, I don't trust it. I flew it briefly the other day and thought, could I, couldn't I? But I just was half expecting it to fall out of the sky because of a short circuit or something. So I thought, no, I've got that DJI Care Refresh warranty, which, yeah, it will cost me $300 to get a, replacement, but I think it's worth it because the drone itself, that's a $1,700 drone, so it's worth doing that. And I'd hate for that refresh thing to wear off, to run out, and then for it to drop out of the sky because of old water damage. So I thought, no, I'll just deal with it and send it off. But I had to print off the form. I couldn't buy an ink cartridge anywhere in Tokoroa. So I found a computer guy and he said he'd print it off for me, which cost me a whole 40 cents. So I filled that out, packaged it all up, and it's on its way to Auckland, and they will send it to Australia to be assessed by DJI. So it'll be a while. Postage is a bit out there at the moment. So I'll be droneless, but hey, I'll just have to be more creative with my other camera, won't I? So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to fill you in on that. Apart from my crash into a fishing line, yeah, it was an awesome time. I really enjoyed it. I stocked up on some fire fuel yesterday because it has been very cold, but it's much warmer up here than it was at Whakamaru. You haven't got that icy wind, so it's much, yeah, it's quite a bit milder. Anyway, so I wanted to just update you and send you lots and lots of love. I hope you're staying warm or cool if you're in the northern hemisphere. I've noticed it's been very, very hot in some places in the northern hemisphere, so stay cool. I want to send you lots and lots of love and see you all in my next video.